welcome to episode 46 of King Lou D&D. We left off at a pretty tight spot. So for that, you know what? I had announcements. We're going to skip over them because this is such a moment. Bulette has taken 3/4 of her health and damage and is laying on the ground. So let's just not linger before we get
Shout
there.
out Australia.
Dang.
I missed a call from Australia today. Maybe it was them.
It was them. It was Hank Troutman from Australia.
Thank you. I've been waiting to bring this up. Today I saw a name at my place of work that was Hunter Troutman. It's Hank's son.
Whoa. No way.
Just email him. Is your dad's name Hank? Please
Contact him.
Yeah.
Invite him to be here. That would probably be inappropriate, but I am still fully
What's
behind
it,
it.
Dan?
Anyway.
To briefly recap, episode 45, Gwendolyn was with her family and was given some special yeast by her brother Stink. Pilgrim and Thule met with Fairgrand and tried to speak with Remy, but instead did reconnect with and hear some words about and from this group that is speaking Draconic, and talked about some information that they were learning about the dragons and the gods before reverting back to Draconic in the midst of their conversation. After that, generally the party kind of came back together, discussed their plans, thoughts, feelings about leaving Populous the next day. Munkin stopped by to drop off a new containment chamber, and then in the morning, Sarah had also made breakfast and got everybody ready for the day to kick it off, riding into the cart with Treya and Singe and Turk. And so Treya talked a bit with Thule and Misery and Gwendolyn, while the rest of the party was just walking alongside of the cart. After maybe 2 or 3 hours travel, getting a good bit into the woods on the way through, following the path that is cut from between these two cities, but generally looking at the path too, just to describe it, because I didn't really earlier. It's not a well-traveled path. It's not like there's constant travel between Dustforge and Populous, and so roughly it's just like cutting through a lot for these horses. Thankfully for them, that this cart is being pulled through, but generally nothing too overgrown. However, in the midst of this travel, something unearthed underneath of the cart and shook it, rattled it, and apparently broke one of the front right wheels. There's only one. Broke the front right wheel. And so, in the midst of that immediate response to it, kind of checking on what's going on, Zelen calmed the horses and was able to collect them because the guards could not. The party is starting to move, get ready, and defend and figure out what is going on. And one of these massive bullet creatures flew out from the ground and dove onto Lorelith, causing some hefty damage. This large monstrosity has landed right next to her, and you can see it's a massive beak, giant mouth hanging underneath, and this scaly back rock-like formation that is its body. Very armored from its own natural defenses. And kicking off the episode just right there in the midst of this combat, let's roll initiative.
Woo! Sorry.
Oh my god.
Dice.
5.
Misery.
12.
7. How'd you know what I rolled? 16.
16. Lorelith.
9.
9. Pilgrim.
5.
Dang.
Rearrange those tabs.
Gwendolyn.
11.
Zelen.
7.
I saw it's already registered a 4, but I'll put your 7 in. I didn't know if you...
Wow, no, I didn't push a button.
Okay.
You did.
What is this?
Cool. Great. Okay, alright. Kicking off into combat.
Do we use this?
Oh, yeah.
Fancy
So, we've got Misery before anyone else. We've got Thule next, which I just picked up. Gwendolyn.
Before the bad guys?
You don't know where the bad guys are yet. I'm just putting y'all in the order. that
Bad
you-
guys.
We're gonna die.
You said one of the bullets.
Yeah, and now he said he don't like the bad guys.
With mine bullets!
All I know is there's one.
And Pilgrim. Okay. The first move in this combat
What's that? What do we got? Oh, X.
Is
Death.
can I get another d20 out of that bowl?
Yeah.
I'm last.
Thank you.
Dan, you never bring your own
Wait,
dice
what?
to this thing.
It rolled first.
Battle camp.
Battle camp! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Which D20?
Is a creature that jumps up out of the ground and lands right here next to Thule and Pilgrim.
Another one.
Another one.
But
He said bad guys.
Hey, so did I fall off the top? No, I'm on top of the carriage right now.
You
fell off.
Yeah,
when
you
I got
were
hit.
not on top of the car. You had stumbled and fallen back.
I stumbled and then I climbed up to look around.
Oh, you did come up afterwards. Okay,
Yeah.
so you will be up there.
I'm on top of this thing.
You're on top of the world, yeah. You're on top of the world, yeah. Okay, so Thule, you're going to be the only one affected by this immediately. If you can make a strength or dexterity saving throw for me, your choice.
Hopefully this is
I'm
the
gonna do
baby.
Dex. Oh wait, we needed to roll my Thread Weaver.
Thank you for the reminder. You can do this first.
Okay.
While you're doing it,
Special
Thule's
she's gonna
Thread
roll a
Weaver
special
ring, as a
die.
reminder, gives her 2 uses of the Portent ability a day. I think there's other uses that you have for it too. Maybe. What am I thinking of?
the what ability?
Portent.
One of them was a 16.
That sounds important.
Nice.
Basically,
We did
I get to roll 2 d20s, and I can use those rolls to replace somebody else's roll.
What's your other one?
18.
Okay. Wow. 2 high ones that you get. So you can make your strength or dex saving throw now.
Can you remind me? I need to tell you ahead of time if I want to use.
You can roll and then tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna use the Dex. 17.
Total.
Yeah.
You pass. So you are going to take half damage.
Oh great.
Which.
It's only 28.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Oh, it was so low.
The full damage was going to be 33. So you're going to take half of that, which is 16.
These crazy.
Yeah, imagine having to take 32. That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Well, it was only 31.
Oh,
So.
but it was only 31, so.
Wait. Does it do like
It's
a
like
against my AC?
No.
No, it's a
saving
saving
throw.
throw.
Saving throw,
Okay.
yeah. So after that, that bullet jumps out of the ground and lands next to Thule back here. You see Thule step off, the ground shakes underneath of her, but she stays very light on her feet, and as the ground shifts, she stays standing up and is ready to engage and fight this creature. After that, Turk hops off of his stage there and runs forward, bringing his maul, like hammer, up over his head, just yelling up, just "Ah!" and comes into the fight, slamming that down. You see it puncture into this shell plating that the creature has, and when it hits, there's just this shattering. You can hear the heavy thud of this hammer breaking in, and then not only is it the loud thud, but then right after it, you hear as the carapace of this creature does get cracked open a bit.
Wow.
That's great.
Okay, after Turk, Treya. Treya steps and pushes through between Misery and Gwendolyn, hopping down next to Thule, and as she lands here, glad we paid for you all to join us. And then she reaches down, she's not wearing the leather trench coat, but she's got this like light leather vest, and kind of this thicker furred shirt underneath of that is another layer of protection against the cold. Pulls out this rapier and then goes to stab forward. the rapier kind of pushes into the front of it and just glances off to the side. She kind of loses her footing, stepping sideways for it. Guys! She doesn't do any damage. Misery, you are up. Thule, you are next.
Sick. I'm certainly gonna hop out of this thing. Weep-a-doop-a-doop. Look around, I see this guy. Yeah. I am going to just do a thunderclap. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a. Where am I?
Yeah.
You're going to do a thunderclap?
Thunderclap.
Okay.
Not hit anybody else.
That's a dex save, right?
It's
Or
a Constitution
Oh,
save, and yeah,
Rolled a 14.
you need to be 15. So.
All right.
Nice. So now it's 2d6. Damage-wise?
Playing field.
Wow.
4 damage. Amazing. Good job, Joey. You're incredible. From a...
Does it move back 5 feet too?
Oh,
For damage save?
you're right. It... Oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
This is
I think it did.
thunderclap, not,
Thunder shock paralyzes the enemies.
Shatter? No. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
That moves
I
it.
don't know. But okay, so it takes that damage.
And then I'm gonna use Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
And spend a Bardic Inspiration to give 8 temporary hit points to 4 creatures I can see.
Yes.
So
Whoa.
I can see you.
You can see Treya. You can see Thule.
Can't see me.
You can see Turk, Lorelith, and Strokoth. So,
So definitely Lorelith. Thule. And
Can you give it to yourself? You have 4, right?
No. What else did you say? Turk?
Pilgrim's on top, right?
Turk
Okay.
and Pilgrim.
how much temporary?
4.
8.
8. All right. So if you're using your character sheet, on the top right of it, you can see health, and then you'll see a separate spot for temporary hit points. Be sure to use that and not your actual hit points because you can get into some weird stuff like Thule and I did before.
I just healed by 8.
That's fine.
Okay. Or is that your max increases?
No, your max is not increased, so you can just heal by 8. That's fine. But there is a temporary hit point spot where it will make sense to use that. But since you healed 8, that's fine. Generally use the temporary hit point spot for them.
So also, anyone that I just healed.
You think Joey and Misery are fantastic and amazing, and you must do everything he says.
No. You can use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Whoa.
Can I get
If you're
up?
next to them or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
you
you
can
can
use
get up.
half of that speed to stand up, and then you get half of the speed to continue to move. So you can move 15 feet.
Get
And you
out.
can run away without getting attacked.
How much is one of these tiles?
5 feet.
Wow!
2, 3. Is there a tree?
No.
No, we're on
Is
the
there a
path.
tree?
We're
A
on the
tree.
Oh, for like hiding purposes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could potentially hide.
Wow.
You
A bush.
You won't be able to like mechanically hide in the sense of like, but yeah, you can take a safe position trying to get established with a tree.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I want.
Wait,
Crawls away
where-
and
which
never
one are
see
you
her
in?
again.
Huh?
Misery.
Which
Crush.
square are you in?
Turk does not run away from the fight. Treya stays exactly where she is. Thule, do you want to move 30 feet?
Yeah. 20 feet.
Which way?
Back.
This way?
Yes, I want to be able to see both of the monsters around the cart, though.
Right there is good for you then.
Okay.
Wow.
Would you say that these guys are within 40 feet of each other? 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just exactly?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to cast slow on both of them.
Okay.
It's a 40-foot cube
Okay. Is it all of the creatures in that range?
of my choosing.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, truly busting out a 3rd level spell, right?
Yeah. Goodness. Let's go.
Okay. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, which is 15, or be affected for the duration.
Okay.
Do you want to know what all it does? It does a lot.
Wait 1 second. Bulette. Oh, the Bulette B, the one that just jumped in the back of the cart, rolled a 13.
Nice.
And Bulette A, the one that jumped at the very beginning on Lorelith.
Mhm.
Okay. 17. So,
Dang it.
sorry, I'm going to need you to grab something else for me. On the very bottom of this box to the left is going to be my conditions box. It's underneath of the dice tray. On far left of the box on the bottom. So the Bulette B is slowed. Thank you.
Oh, I love you,
You
baby.
got Sloan.
Wow.
The Bulette is bagel.
Anything for your bonus action?
I use bagel.
Julie,
Yeah.
any bonus action or anything
Oh,
else?
bonus
And
action.
you still have movement as well.
I'm gonna move back just a little bit further.
Okay.
I think.
You can go. How much further?
I think I can move up to 30 feet.
You can,
right? So
yeah.
just like that's good. I'm gonna be 30 feet away from it. So
Great.
This one and this one?
From that one.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30's like here, so you're at 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still want to keep both in sight.
Go ahead and read through what the slowed condition does.
Okay, so an affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If a creature attempts to cast a spell, do these cast have magic?
No, you're good on that.
A creature affected by this spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On successful save, the effect ends.
Okay. Anything else? That was all of your stuff.
I can't cast another spell, right? Unless it's a cantrip.
Cantrips only.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Firebolt at the slowed
That's an
one.
action, isn't it?
It's a cantrip.
Well,
Yes, but it is an action.
You only have
to be a
bonus
bonus action
action.
cantrip.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I know how to play D&D.
It's been a
Yeah, there's
long
something
time
I
since a fight, I feel
Yeah.
like. Okay, Gwendolyn is up.
Do I know if there's two yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the cart, but you've
Yeah.
heard a heavy rocking in the front of it, and then you see another one just land in the back.
Have I seen anything this big before prior to like catalog?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. Given that they're big boys and Gwen feels strongly about impressing Treya, apparently I hate Treya.
Do you?
Oh yeah,
Cassandra does.
she's in.
Oh, I thought you
Gwen
Gwen
doesn't.
does.
Gwen will rage much
Mhm.
quicker than usual,
Mhm.
much to her chagrin. So yeah, I mean, what can I do but go in with my longsword until I
Kill it.
find something else one day.
Hey, just because it's boring doesn't mean it's not effective.
No, I'm hoping to find a great grandmother's weapon
Oh.
one day. So I guess I'll
I know this.
leave, and I feel like they're kind of doing worse at the front, right? Well,
You can't really tell,
now.
or
I
see
can't
who
really
it is.
tell.
I'm almost dead.
You're almost dead.
You've heard Lorloth yell, Al?
Yeah, I'd probably go to the front, just hearing the most commotion there. Is that fine? Can I do that, or do I have to count like
You do have to count.
like this way?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. My walking is 40.
Okay, and you
So
can
I'll
get
go
right into the
here
spot next to
with
it, yeah.
Ellen.
I will say too, you notice as you step past this creature and you are moving through its like range to attack, the fact that it is under the slowness spell, you see that you create an opening for yourself where you could have been attacked by it, but it just misses completely as it's trying to reach out and attack you, and you can just get by without.
Get wrecked.
This one?
Yeah, that one tried to attack Gwendolyn as she moved through, but there was just no chance for it to possibly hit because of the slow spell.
As she moved through? Where was she?
Came from
She was in the
inside
car.
the car.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's moving through its range, but that's okay.
Because you were
moved
in the
there.
car.
It's right there.
Right there.
Oh,
came out
that
past it.
one. I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were the other one.
Hmm.
That's good. I will attack with bones.
Great.
Sleep. Okay. This one starts off so much better than the others.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Again.
It's a 13.
Alright, both of your attacks are glancing off of the shell, and you continue to get angrier and angrier swinging at it. And every time that you do, it's just glancing off, and its armor is so shimmery and thick that the sword is just not slicing through or stabbing through. Okay,
Well, can I still bonus action?
you raged.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
So the bullet there, the one in the front that you were running up to, is going to see you screaming and yelling out at it to attack, and turns to bite back at you.
Great. Self-sacrifice.
She's going to sacrifice herself!
We have a 14 to hit.
Doesn't.
What's your armor class?
15.
That's fantastic.
Whoa.
Nice.
Lorelith, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to cast first level cure wounds on myself.
Right. Go ahead and roll plus wisdom. Is it a D8 plus wisdom?
It is plus your spellcasting ability modifier. 8.
Felon, you're up next.
Yes.
Pilgrim.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
1 plus 3 is 4 plus. Yeah, 4 plus 1, so that's 6. Plus my. What'd you say? Wisdom?
No, just the 3.
The 3 is-
everything that's already there.
oh,
So you heal for 4.
4.
Any bonus action?
No.
Okay, Strokoth.
I think he is going to. If he tries to breathe fire at this bullet, will it hit people?
Every angle looks like it's going to hit somebody.
Okay. He leans in to try to like.
Alright, go ahead and roll the hit.
19.
That hits.
Nice. I think there's adds to that.
So far, it's not really helping us
No,
figure
you're
out
good.
his AC. It's either really low or really high.
What do you want me to roll for this damage?
A longsword can't hit it, but wolf teeth.
Oh, yeah.
The legs are a little less armored than the. Well,
I went for the Achilles.
And he's just more skilled.
You just
I can't remember. Roll a d8. I think a d8 is fair at this point, and I'll
Choose
adjust
on
that. I haven't been updating him like I should have been.
Okay.
A d8 plus his strength.
Eight.
2
I'm gonna eat it.
plus
You
1.
Okay,
What you
gotcha.
want to eat?
Alright, it is Thelon's turn.
Okay. Felon wants to cast Gust of Wind
Okay.
at this guy, which will knock it back.
It'll make him chilly.
It'll knock it back 15 feet, and then it has to move 2 feet for every 1 foot.
Wow.
So it's walking or whatever halves. So when it tries to come back, it will take 30 feet of movement
Yes.
to come back to 15 feet.
When it starts its
Airbender.
turn, it's going to get blown back 15 feet. But then, yes, that movement speed is going to be halved.
Okay. And the saving is a strength of 15.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if it fails that strength saving throw, it'll be blown back. That's great. This massive gust of wind just blows back in this whole pillar right here. Strokoth kind of step forward, so you got this whole beam there. It's an action. Anything else for your bonus action or movement?
I'll eat one of my little foods,
Great.
one of my little snacks, and gain
snack.
3 temporary health.
Were you given temporary hit points by him?
No, it's not.
Okay, great.
I was not envisioned.
Perfect, because they can't stack, so you're good to go there. You can add 3 temporary hit points to your page deck.
Oh, I can't.
No. Right. After Thelon should be Pilgrim.
Did it hit? Did he get knocked? Oh, you
Started this
okay.
turn. Pilgrim, you're up. On the top of the card.
Can I fire an arrow at the one with Strokoth and not headshot this guard in between us? Cool. I am aiming for the crack that the guard made with his hand.
Okay. You're good. Roll the d20 to hit. If you do hit, you'll get sneak attack damage because you've got your allies all around it.
Yes, great. Yes, that is indeed. That was indeed my hope. 14 plus 3, 17.
Just hits.
Nice.
The armor class of these beings is 17.
That's a lot.
That's
He's in
annoying.
the shell. It makes sense.
All right.
Oh.
So that is 1 plus my 3d6. So 1, 4, 8, 12.
Okay.
12.
Was that all dice damage?
Yes.
Add your dexterity. You have a dexterity.
No, he had the one already. Right?
Oh, he rolled a 1.
Oh.
I rolled 4d6.
Yeah, do you have a dexterity modifier?
I do have +2 to dexterity.
Okay, so it's 14 damage total.
Okay.
Dexterity modifier gets added as well.
14.
Right, you hit right into that bust open carapace area where the hammer hits.
Better. Just have a heart attack. And then with the other one, that's the one that Felon already blew.
No, we don't know yet.
No, that's the one you hit just now.
This one is slowed down.
As my bonus action, I'm going to use shove on the other one.
Okay, the telekinetic shove.
Telekinetic shove.
What type of save is that?
You gotta beat a 16.
Wow! Strength?
Strength saving. No, yes.
I rolled a 17.
That's annoying.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that's it for me.
Okay.
Folks.
Singe is going to hop down and flank and get around this, and you all are surrounding this one right here. His attack is going to break through with his sword.
Nice.
And as he's standing next to Gwendolyn, as Gwendolyn just shing, 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 and is striking off to the side, he turns his blade, pierces, and stabs straight through into it. This is here, and boom. Okay. His one attack does make it through, and after Singe is the bullet in the back. Misery. He's trying to bite you.
That's fine.
This is a 21 to hit.
Wow, barely got me.
Okay, as the giant jaw drops down and the top of the mouth scoops over, it takes a chunk right out of your shoulder. You take 21 piercing damage. His teeth puncture through any armor that you were wearing and begins to just chomp down on you. And you can feel like your head is in complete darkness as its mouth completely engulfs you, and then it pulls back.
I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, you do.
Add
Dexterity
it.
save. Dexterity save from the bullet.
Dexterity save, gotta be 15.
Roll 12.
So 2d10, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Better be.
10? No, 1. And 9. Okay, so 10
fire
damage.
Alright.
10 fire damage, yep.
After that, Turk is up front. He's going to make a roll for attack. Turk. He hits as well. So his hammer just busts
His
down.
hammer's crushing it.
I have to do it at second level or
Let's
higher because
freaking
it's
go.
a race thing. So
Let's
actually,
freaking
50.
go.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Good. Okay. Turk's hammer hits through on bullet A, the first one, and it continues to break open into this shell. And then after Turk is Treya. Treya is just going to go ahead and kind of step around, doing a very light footwork and dancing step to kind of try to get to a spot where she can break through. She rolls a nat 1.
Great.
on
Oh,
attack.
She's not doing great.
That's why she's at
And her weapon, her rapier, snaps. So she goes to pierce through, and the blade that she had brought with her, it just shatters.
Oh no.
And she just curses down at her hands and the broken blade in front of her, and then panically looks around, looks back, and sees Julie, looks ahead and sees Misery, and puts her hands up. And then she starts to turn and run. However,
Oh no!
Uh-oh, don't do that.
okay, she's gonna take some damage.
She's
Yeah,
dead.
of course she is.
As a free action, can Julie say, Treya, what are you learning from this experience?
Yeah.
Get him!
Was the rapier like a doll set?
Is our sole
Yeah.
job to protect her because we're doing a bad job?
Her sword breaks so hard, her pants fall down around her ankle, and she walks.
Whoa!
Misery, you're up.
Wait, is she alive?
Wait, she tried to run away and nothing happened?
She did run. The creature does bite at her back, and it does pierce through, and she screams out
Oh my god.
before wrestling herself out, and she kind of tucks herself around this wheel in this corner.
This is kind of
Did
Oh, no. It can't do that. It's slow.
It's
It's slow. It has no reaction.
No reaction.
But it did have a turn. It needed to make a wisdom saving throw to
Yes.
see if it has its reaction. So
Oh, it could.
it might. This might have gone through.
I don't know.
Wisdom
Okay.
save, right?
15.
You rolled a 15 exactly.
No!
The bite does go through. She does take the damage.
Can you switch this 15 with one of your dice?
They're both higher.
Does anyone
Did
have
the
an
one-
iPhone charger? My phone just died.
Yeah.
Not me.
I have. Plug it into my computer.
Oh.
Will that work on a phone?
Did the one in the front attack yet?
I need a
I
lightning
don't think so.
quick.
Is it my turn?
It is
Misery's
my
turn.
turn.
Then Gwen, Gwen.
Will this reach? No.
Okay. Goodness gracious. Let's.
I have the assassins I've pulled up for you.
Oh, great.
That's a risk. Let's do. No, I'm not going to. Yes, I am. Okay. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Oh.
The one right in front of me.
Okay. Is that a wisdom save?
It is a Wisdom save. Beat a 15.
It rolled a 15.
Dang it!
Good grief.
How is this thing so wise?
I'm pretty sure the AI can hear us and is rolling exactly.
Yeah. So that does nothing.
Precisely.
Okay.
And
What did you
then
say to make this thing laugh?
I said, "Hey, look at me! I've got a butt." So it didn't work.
Didn't laugh.
Oh yeah, who would laugh at that?
But I'm gonna use my bonus action for sure to do. I guess I'll get some bardic inspiration.
Okay. Anyone who can hear you, I think. So you're up to.
Yeah, within 60 feet.
Yeah.
They can hear me.
Well, everybody.
For 10 minutes. Wow. Let's give it to who's chilling. You. How about you?
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Next up is Thule. A couple of the members of the party looking pretty rough.
Do I have any option to take a free action to try and perceive like what kind of damage these things would be most vulnerable to, or like weak spots, or
It's not an ability.
Run back to the archives.
really quickly I pull out.
Pull your iPhone.
Hey Siri. It's okay if not. I'm just.
If you wanted to take your action to do that, you could.
No, I don't want to take action. Okay, I am going to cast Chromatic Orb
Okay.
at the creature that's closest to me
Mm-hmm.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
And I make a ranged attack on it.
Yep.
And 20 plus 7 is 15, but I'm gonna replace it with my 18.
Okay.
Third Reaper's Ring.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
So you can mark that as used.
Okay. Oh gosh. I just have so much damage to roll. Okay.
Should be right on the spell for you to roll, right?
No, it's not.
Really?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use, I think, acid damage.
Okay.
Take a shot in the dark.
Mhm.
Okay. 3d8 plus at higher, second level or higher, damage increases by 1d8 for every assault level above first. So 5d8.
You were doing this at 3rd level, so you have 5d8.
5d8.
This is at the one in the front or the one in the back?
No, this is the one near Missouri.
Okay.
27.
Wow. Okay. Okay. As acid is conjured into the air by Thule, she spins a diamond within her hand and then runs her other hand across her wrist, and then this glint of the arcane energy that she powers up hits the diamond, which then fractures it into the green acidic energy that flies forward, surrounds the top of this creature, and then burns through into the carapace. It is still up and fighting, but it is looking rough. And a ton of damage sprays out from this high-level spell cast from your wizard.
Other parts of its carapace that are starting to like crack.
Oh, it's looking softened and weakened a bit, yeah.
Like weak
Like a
points.
soft shell crab.
You melted
Nice.
its shell, is what it sounds like.
Like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
And that was the one in the back there.
It smells like a Long John Silver's in
After
here.
Thule is Gwendolyn.
I'm moving my computer closer to you so you can.
Out of her ferocity and anger at missing, she will look more bestial suddenly.
Oh.
I'm shifting.
She bear?
8.
Shifting.
It's a bear.
Rage against the bullet machine.
It's a me, bear.
So we'll try again to hit it with the longsword.
Man, we missed the...
Oh!
I rolled so many d20s before the game to see what was happening, and the
You used them up.
20s, and I rolled one.
Use them up.
Oh.
Do I still get to make a second attack, or do I just play D&D forever?
You still get to make a second attack.
This is part of your character arc.
We did miss the opportunity to say that Strokoth bit Bulette.
But he didn't, so it's okay.
Right.
Like he didn't.
He did.
He bit the bulette, but
Right.
Should I use a different
if he
dice,
had died,
or should I
then
just
he definitely
different
bit.
What do
die?
you
want a different
Going. No, I have some. It's just, should I keep going with this one? It's got to have another 20.
Give it
right?
a go. I like it.
Dice don't work like that.
You
I
should
think you're
use
rolling in
this.
the wrong area.
Switch
Roll
your-
right
That's
here.
jaw freeze.
Well, I'm a Gemini.
Nice.
Nice.
It's another 6, just like before.
Thanks
so
a lot.
11
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
Yeah,
The
another
mood is
hit.
very high.
So as
These dice
she
were
goes to grab her
switching.
first attack, and you can see that this kind of anxiety and frustration that she has in this fight, and her eyes keep glancing over towards Treya. She seems distracted, and she seems just unable to make her blows land.
Whoa.
The
Gus?
That's very
Oh
creepy.
my goodness.
That did scare me.
Cat.
The bulette is going to turn on Dylan.
Oh no. Not on me.
Oh no. Now you locked Nimbus in here.
Yes.
Precisely.
At 15 to hit Dylan.
No.
Oh yeah, I only have 13.
Okay. Dylan, you are going to take
Don't.
100.
Don't.
No, don't make that
You
face.
put this in here.
Is this the one in the front?
Yeah.
Did it get hit by my wind?
Oh yeah,
I
just
do
push
need to
that.
make that saving.
Win.
Come on, come on.
It's a
Dust
strength
it.
save, is that right?
Strength of 15.
Okay.
Everyone
so
blow really hard.
you rolled an 18.
Oh,
So
what is it? Strong or something?
you can see that as the wind begins to hit it and start to push forward, it digs its like deep claws and pushes them down in toward not even just the claws, but the hands of this creature push down into the earth too, and it anchors in. And before that, then it pushes its body forward and bites down onto you for 31.
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh my god.
I'm well gone.
Goodness.
I'm at 27, and that's with 3 extra.
Mm-hmm. And so Thelen just one bite, and you can see blood start to pour out of his shoulder and his torso as it lifts him up off the ground, does a couple of crunches, and then drops him straight back down onto the ground where he was.
Yeah, we
118.
can't this.
After that attack is Lorelith.
Alright, my phone's back up, by the way.
Okay.
I'm
Your next.
going to cast
Ogre maybe up next.
Hunter's
Haunter's
Mark.
Mark.
Pointers marked.
Second level Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Okay.
Because I can see him.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this thing on him. That's a bonus action spell for you.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna shoot it
Yeah.
Alright.
with my longbow.
Shoot him.
Or my short bow.
Longbow's better. Go ahead, roll it.
My longbow. 7 plus
7.
7?
Yeah.
Yes, plus 7.
Okay, that is not enough to hit him.
What's that dice in front of you for?
Bardic Inspiration. I could have used it on this one.
You can still use it.
Can I?
Yeah. So you're at 14 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need a 3.
Yeah.
30!
Hey.
Just hits.
There you go.
Thank you.
The bow arrow sinks into a split between two of the shells that are on its upper back. Go ahead and roll your damage and your Hunter's Mark as well.
Oh yeah, my 100. So do I roll the damage for the longbow and then separately?
Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 for the longbow.
11.
Julie, remind me.
What?
Sorry.
Oh,
did you-
yeah,
Was this
11.
the one you hit with the
Sorry.
spell, or was it? It was the one in the back. Great.
Chromatic word.
Chromatic word. Yeah.
That one.
Great.
11 plus 5 is 16.
Great.
Nice.
Good amount of damage. Yeah,
Give it back to him.
Yeah, Joe
Both of the creatures now at this point, the shells are starting to look cracked and a bit open. Their eyes are starting to get more panicked, but also more ferocious. As you can all see that their intention when they're starting to get hurt is to continue to attack and continue to fight.
No, run away, guys.
Strokoth's turn.
Ooh, finish him.
Yeah.
Okay. Another attempt to bite the bullet.
Nice.
This time he can do it.
Maybe.
13!
What's his strength and proficiency?
Oh.
Your proficiency is 3, so no matter what, it's going to be enough. Because we're going to add your proficiency to it as well.
Nice.
Roll a d8.
Wow.
He's proficient at biting.
He's very proficient at biting.
I said I bite good.
He's a good buddy boy.
7!
Nice.
Right, and then plus a strength of 1. Is it 8 damage? Okay, great.
Solid.
Alright, still up, still standing, still fighting. Felon, if you would roll a d20 for your first death saving throw.
No.
Is that a nat 20?
No, that's a 10.
Oh, okay, it looked like the design.
Does that pass?
Wait.
So that does pass.
Okay.
So you do succeed on one of your saving throws. Pilgrim, you're up.
Neato. I'm going to shoot an arrow at that same fella.
Mm-hmm.
You have arrows?
Yep, I have a short bow. Just like a long bow, short.
I have both.
Nope.
How big of a nope?
Thoroughly. Like it's a 7.
Oh, okay, fine.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do you have 2 attacks?
Could I do it as a bonus action? Okay.
Some people have 2 attacks as part of their action, but I don't think right.
Well, then I guess just for kicks and giggles, I'll try to shove him too.
Okay.
So, just gotta pass the saving throw of 16.
Okay, I'll give him disadvantage because this massive wind is still blowing over him. So you're pushing.
I was gonna do that guy over there.
No, that is the one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thelon is down, so the concentration on the spell for the wind did break. So the wind is no longer there. Strength saving throw.
Yeah, strength saving throw 16.
Roll 14.
All right.
You push him back 5 feet.
I was pushing back 5 feet.
Okay, so away from Thelon, who's
Yes.
down on the ground.
Does Strokoth get an opportunity attack?
He's still within the same, and also it has to be willing movement, not unwilling movement like this. So he's pushed back 5 feet. He's away from Gwendolyn. He's away from Thelon, who's hurt. Away from Turk, but still within attacking distance from Strokoth and Singe.
This is the part where I die.
You're staying up on the roof, right?
Yes.
Okay. Singe is going to push in at this moment to go to fight. With his sword, able to connect the first time. Trying again. That was cocked. And does not hit. Okay, so he pulls the sword out of the weak spot that he had and then tries to slash in. It does not make contact. Back to the top where we go with Bulette B. Flame of Misery.
And I'm gonna die!
Only option he's got.
I'm all alone over here! I should have moved last time, because he couldn't have gotten me.
24 to hit.
Oh my.
Yep. All right.
What's your AC, Mr.?
Yeah, it's okay.
24 to hit? How do you even roll that high?
I don't know.
It's got a bunch of bonuses, I guess.
It's strong modifier.
Whoa!
Misery, you take 27 piercing damage.
Okay, yeah,
But
no.
you all hear Misery. Do you yell out, or do you just silently? And then after that, it turns and just books it over towards.
No, it doesn't because it's slow.
No, it's saved.
No, it's saved. It tunnels underground, lifts itself up, and flies and lands right next to you.
Do I get a dexterity saving throw?
It's not doing an attack or anything.
Saying, hey, what's up? You see I did you friend?
What you gonna do about it?
We are 3 hours into this trip. Keep in mind.
On our way to
Hooray!
No healing
Turk
potions.
runs over towards Treya and just takes a defensive stance and starts
Dust
to protect her.
Forge.
Thanks,
More
Turk.
like Death Forge, am I right?
Yes.
He runs over to her. Don't worry, we've got you. I'll keep it back. And takes a stance next to her. And she's searching for her across her inventory and pouches and stuff like that. I didn't bring anything else. I didn't think that was gonna break.
Take my sickle.
Misery. Let me get that save.
10.
So a 10. You take a pass. Julie, this creature breaks the distance between you, bears up right in front of your face.
All
Gwen,
right.
you're up next.
Punch him in the nose.
Am going to
Tickle it.
Like a shark.
risky. I'm going to try and cast Chromatic Orb again
Okay.
in its face
Okay. You know that that's a disadvantage?
because it's a ranged attack.
Because it's a range attack that's right up on you.
Then I'm not going to do that.
Okay. I will say, though, you still have Joffrey, and you still have another Threadbearer's Ring.
So the Threadbearer's Ring that I rolled is 16.
Yes.
So you're saying I can
your
add
normal...
my... Oh, well then I'll do that.
Okay. So you want to
Yeah.
use it, and just, or we'll roll first. Roll at disadvantage first.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's still disadvantage.
It'll still replace it.
Yeah, that's one of the... Oh wait, why did it added them? Okay, one of them would have been an 11. I would take the 11.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to use my Threadreaper's
Great.
Ring.
Well, that's going to hit
16
that.
plus 7, 23.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'm casting it at 3rd level again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll. It's going to be acid damage again.
Okay.
It's going to splatter on me, is it? D5, D8 plus 23.
23. Okay. Burning through, the shell now has massive gaping holes from where the acid is just completely saturated down. You can see the soft flesh underneath of it. Some blood starts to pour out from those pores, and it starts to look a bit weaker. Its head starts to hang towards the ground as well.
Starts?
Starts to. That is your action. And I think... No, I don't think using the ring like that is a reaction. I could be wrong, but either way, you still have bonus action, and
So I know I ask this every time. I cannot cast a spell.
it would have to be a cantrip bonus action.
Do you have any bonus action?
I do, but they're all spells. 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, they
You'd
tend
have to
be.
take a physical fight for your action, a physical attack for your action, to then use
Okay.
some type of
Then no,
bonus action attack like that.
I do not.
Okay, Gwendolyn, you're up.
Do what I always do. With the long sword. Yes, and I'll sit over there.
Move up to hit.
Well, yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, 17.
17 hits.
Damage time. Damage
4
time. Damage
hours
time at lunch.
later.
4 hours.
You're raging.
later.
Nice. It's good, right? That's the 10.
Yes.
Okay, 14
No,
damage
that's 0.
for that one. Well, I've got nothing so far, so.
Second attack.
I think that it's still alive. Natural one again. Oh. Then I die.
When you get your sword stuck into it, you can't pull it back out. You feel it so deep within, and you just try to twist it and pull and get another attack in, but your sword is stuck in.
Bummer.
It's gonna bite back at you.
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
you're gonna be
Uh,
fine.
There's a natural 20. It's gonna attack back at you.
Aww.
Gosh.
Well,
But
so
it
it'll
will be
still be-
halved.
Like 30.
I got 66 with 8 10 points.
You're fine.
Watch me get cocky and die.
Why did I give you temporary?
No, I gave
Because you
myself.
can, you can
did it.
only see.
Oh, I
didn't
didn't
give me.
okay, good.
It's when I shift.
Oh my gosh. So-
I didn't know.
I should have.
It would be a lot.
No.
well, we had fun playing D&D.
61 damage.
What?
Wow.
Halved to 30.
I told you it would just be
So
30.
the crit for this attack is it bites into you. Your furry, hairy kind of protection that you have, and your just rage muscle flex. The bite that everyone else sees as it tears into her just seems to give Gwendolyn more energy and more ferocity in her rage, fueling her even more.
What?
I'm still at
What's the-
44, amazingly, because I took those 8 temporary.
Would that have insta-killed, like...
I was gonna say there's someone.
yeah.
Like, if you double their max HP, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. That's double the max.
Yeah.
It would have murdered Phil.
So that,
On the
actually, it
spot.
wouldn't kill everybody. You have 27?
Instantly killed him.
Yeah, you're dead.
It would have been super dead.
Y'all gotta get your health up.
More or less. You were up.
I forgot that I get 2 attacks per action, and sorry, every
I'd probably
time.
still be alive.
Well, starting now.
Wait,
2
And you've
attacks
been
per-
doing damage.
I know.
I don't know how I forgot.
Where do you see that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you go to actions, it says attacks per action, colon, and then a number. Can I do an attack, move, and then do the other attack? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to, while I see this guy, I'm gonna longbow at him again. 10 plus 7 is 17.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Nice. And I still have a hunter's mark on
You
him.
do.
Wow.
That was just
D8,
one attack.
D6 plus your wisdom. Or dexterity.
11 plus...
D6.
Oh, I'm just using... 11 plus 3 is 14.
Alright, also weakened. Not quite finished yet.
Do you get one more attack though?
Oh yeah.
I do.
Oh, sorry. I'm like really
Great
nervous.
reminder. Man, we're
Do you get one more attack?
Thank you for reminding me. If I switch to attack to a new animal, do I lose my hunter's mark?
I think as a bonus action, you can move it to a new target. So you can either attack this one again with Hunter's Mark on it, or you can move, bonus action, switch it, and attack another one.
I want to do that.
Okay. She's not within physical range. Yeah, she's fine. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just over Misery's dead body.
Stands on
Tiny
Misery.
Alright.
You switch it over.
Is anyone opposed to me using Joffrey on this?
Just roll first.
Okay.
Yeah, because you might not need it.
Because you're real close is what he's saying.
Oh.
No. It's you can choose it after you see your roll.
You succeed, who cares, right?
16.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Plus 7 is more than that.
That hits.
Great. Okay.
It's more than
Great.
And...
Do that one first.
Okay. 4 plus... Plus... 9 is 13.
It is still up,
Yeah!
but it is low. Alright, that is everything for Laura. Movement, bonus action, and action. Strokoth is up.
Yeah, he is. Alright.
Now we can fire breath.
He can fire breath
He's got
now?
the space for it.
Alright.
It's a dex save from our friendly neighborhood Bulette.
Bullet ride.
They're so big, they can't be quick.
6.
I knew it. Nice.
6. So that is Vulnerable breath, 2d6 fire damage.
Yes.
Actually, at this point, increase it by 1. You should have 3d6 fire damage.
Oh, okay. 5 plus 4 plus
Pretty good.
5.
Nice.
So 14.
14 on Bulette A. Toasts that boy right. Strokoth finishes him off with
Yeah,
a
baby.
giant flame in front of him. Pilgrim, on the top of the cart, you are up next.
Okay, I'm gonna do my little. I'm gonna disappear from the top of the cart, and then I'm gonna reappear right behind the other one.
Inside of it.
Yeah,
Advantage on the attack.
and I'm gonna take my dagger and stab into it. From
boy.
You roll twice and take that.
That's a 14 plus 3, which would get it, and then a 5. But the first
17 and 8.
That is.
17 and 8, and that is gonna be, I believe it's 1d4, but then that's the plus 3, 6, because I'm gonna do my.
You do get sneak attack, yeah.
Cool. So, it's a 1. Cool. And then 5, 10, 14. So 14 damage total. 14 piercing damage.
Oh, he's going.
Okay.
Yeah!
You killed it with your widow dagger.
All of these bows have been coming into it, and it's been getting a bunch of acid damage, and then Pilgrim was...
As Strokoth gets his footing underneath it and sidesteps to see a couple of his allies, mainly Gwendolyn as he saddles up next to her, blows out this fire that just crisps up all the soft flesh underneath of the exposed shell that has been crackled and broken out. It then, life breathed out of it by Strokoth as it falls over to the side. Pilgrim, as you teleport behind this creature, you can see so many vulnerable spots that have been burned through by a couple complete encasing collections of acid that have just been poured over the top of it, and you just slip the dagger right in past all of the shell, push it in, hammer it in, and just dive it straight through the back of it. And then Tuli, as you were kind of panicking and seeing this creature bear down on you and step forward, you've seen it bite through and just kill, or not kill, but take a couple of allies straight down to extremely low health and in dire situations. Then, like you've seen before, a creature falls before you and Pilgrim just stands behind it with the dagger and the killing blow.
Pilgrim and Wolfie always killing big things.
Yeah.
For real.
Tuli goes,
I run over to Wolfie and I give him a big hug and squish by
You're
his
so
ear.
close to me.
Sorry about that.
Runs past Misery, runs past Stellan.
Steps on Misery's hand.
Barrels past one. Knocks him
I do want both of you to make another death saving throw.
I can't.
Kicks Misery down a hill.
9.
Okay, you're gonna fail one.
I got an 8.
Okay, you both fail one at this point. The figurative dust settles after this fight, and Treya is being comforted by Turk, as well as Singe just coming over, and the both of them start attending to her and taking care of her. One of them pulls
She didn't
together
take any
the pieces of her rapier and is making sure that she's okay.
Treya?
No, she did. She got
No,
bit
she took
from
a lot.
behind.
Oh,
She did take
okay.
a
I
whip.
was remembering that time it was back.
And
Oh,
she gave me a
sorry.
chance to run
Remember,
away.
remember we were like, yeah. She was like, ah!
That's what I pictured.
I'm gonna run over and stabilize Misery.
Okay, how so?
Medicine check?
Okay, go for it.
Since our actual.
Well, it's a 5.
Was that a thing people can do?
Yes, make another death saving throw.
Thanks.
Is this an extra
Oh,
one?
I didn't know that would happen.
I mean, I can still succeed. Yeah, 12.
Okay, great. You do succeed it. So Julie walks over and tries to start just like reviving Misery up out of what's going on and just like checking his wounds and seeing some of the blood. And, puts her hand over one of the open wounds, and Misery, you can hear him just go, ah! from it hurting a bit. But Julie's
Just
trying.
forearm into his
But I'm
chest.
still alive. She checks to see if I was alive, and I'm still alive.
What's other people doing?
I guess. I mean, no one should try to medicine check people,
Okay.
depending on what my modifier is.
Julie's gonna yell out, we need some healing spells.
Now that I've given Strokoth a good boy and a scritch behind the ears, I'm closer to Thelen. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my restorative ointment. And
Lather him up.
I'm stolen.
put it on him.
This amount of time, you can do the higher amount of healing. I think there's 2 on the item that
2d8
Okay,
plus 2 hit points.
great. So you can roll those and mark that as used.
I roll in.
Who rolls them? Do I roll them?
You can roll them, yeah.
Guys, it's the same.
And that's on Ellen? Okay.
Yeah.
Misery, just go ahead and make another death saving throw.
Oh my god.
Do it. Last one. Do it.
The part where my
Nice.
personality matters.
5. Brutal.
So I'm at 2 and 2.
2 fails, 2 passes. What else is happening? We've got you're stabilizing.
What else
You
is happening,
get
everybody?
8 plus 3 plus 2. So 13.
Okay.
Does
You
it-
heal 13. You're
So
up.
I'm
You're
not
fine.
dead anymore?
Yeah.
Can I try and run over and grab one of Ellen's treats?
Sure.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I have 5 of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Misery now and do the same thing.
If you're like in the middle of putting on, then I would run over and try to grab it. One
Sure.
hand went off to me, like
Yeah.
going back to Misery. If you're still with them.
Can I run over?
I
and
do
do
it. He's fine.
Boom, boom.
You're being.
He's fine.
Go ahead and heal them.
I'm gonna put some.
Okay. So you're using 2.
Yeah.
Using 2 of your.
I have 5 of them.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 5 plus 2, so 11.
I would say Misery looking worse than Thelen, but both of them being pretty rough from that fight. These natural healing ointments merely stop the bleeding. cover and bandage as you can see Lorelith stepping into her element right now with these natural healings, these herbs, these leaves, these plants that she's using as the first layer, and then some bandaging and cloth that she's then using to attach those to stay over the wounds. The pain completely stops as both of you have open wounds that should be raw and should be stinging and burning. You can feel a numbing sensation and kind of a tingling, and then eventually positive healing, restorative feeling over all of the teeth marks that have been dug into you and these open wounds that you once had.
Wait. Yes, you're right.
I'm just kidding. You died, I guess.
I can use it twice from the same jar. I can use it 5 times from the same jar.
Wait, hold up. What?
There's used charges. It says 5 out of 5. Which means that I can use it 5 times?
It might just be...
Wait, hold on. I'll go back to the one that I just used.
Yeah.
Which was this one. I hit minus. I thought that meant that I had 5 total. I hit minus twice on it and applied. And now that one's 3... Still 3/5
What jar
full.
is this? Restorative wound. Oh my gosh, where did...
Is that wrong? Is that not the restorative wound that I'm supposed to...
Did you add this item separately? Or is this what I gave you?
I don't remember doing this.
No, I think you're entirely right. You were supposed to use them. I think you're entirely... you should have 3 uses left. You used it...
3 uses of 1 jar left.
So 15 total.
No. 3 uses of the 5 that you had.
So that's what I was asking, is the used...
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
You have 1 with 5 charges?
No, she has 5 with
5
1
with 1
uses.
charge.
So you shouldn't have 5 uses of 5. It should be... Right. So it might just be some weird duplication.
I'll manage the inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'll take inventory.
the whole party is fine. No one is dying. And as you all are restored, then eventually the 2 guards head over to this broken wheel. One of them goes to the back and pulls out a spare wheel that is part of their preparations. And they start working on that wheel. Treya just walks over to, as you all are getting Thelen back up, and she's patching up and pulls out from one of her pouches that was handed over to her by one of the guards a greater healing potion. And she uncorks that. You can see from the size of it and the magic that is encased in it, she drinks that up, and the wounds stop to bleed. And she walks over. Well, I'm very thankful that we have enlisted such great defenders, capable fighters. We are one fraction of our way through this journey.
Good.
And it seems that we'll have a couple hours, maybe an hour, to kind of rest up before this wheel is replaced. And we've all taken a significant amount of wounds from a fight such as this, and she just stares over. And she's just staring over at the corpse of one of these bodies. Thank you, honestly. And it brings me a lot of peace and comfort to know that you all are on my side.
Can I say that Julie would have been like walking by Treya, like straightening her like hand wraps, and been like, "What an experience! Eat, pray, love." Am I right, Treya? Am I right, babe?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, babe.
You're right, babe.
And then she heads over back into the cart while the cart's like lifting it and propping it up and doing all this stuff. We still have much light to go for the rest of this journey, for today at least, before we make camp. But let's take the time that we have now. Let's rest and recover.
Is this a short
rest?
There's a short rest, so if you get abilities back for doing that, you can go ahead.
And of course, I'm going to sing a song
Song of rest.
Song of rest, that's what it is.
Yeah, everyone gets to add a d6 to healing. So if you're going to heal, just go ahead and roll a d6 now.
I don't need to. I didn't take a single point of damage.
Wow, cool. Good for you, bro. That's so great. I love that for you.
Everyone right now has heal a d6 because of him. If you are going to heal in addition to that because of hit dice that you can use for a short rest,
Yeah.
you will roll your normal hit die. So whatever you use to heal, or whatever you use to level up to increase your health, you have 5 of those right now because you're level 5. So
I think I have 6.
If you do it in the app, it doesn't really.
Mine says
It's
one.
just-
You mean like casting the spell?
You have,
We're level
you're
6,
D10.
right?
oh, you're level
you have 6. Yeah,
So,
yeah,
right.
6.
Yes. So you have 60-12 that you could potentially use to heal.
What do I
used
do?
I think yours are
Oh, I
use,
see.
D8 maybe. If you hit short rest on the top, it should tell you.
Like 15 or something.
That doesn't go past our max
You
HP,
do it every
right?
time.
Short
That's how
rest.
much you get.
But,
I used
1d8 plus
to
1.
about.
how many of those
Total
do
6.
we
You
get?
can do it one at a time, but what happens is you can use up to 6. Whenever you take a long rest, you'll get half back. So if you used all 6 today, tomorrow you'd only have 3 because you'll get half back. But if you let's say you use 2 today, and so you'll have 4 total. Tomorrow you'd go back up to 6. No matter what, for tomorrow after a long rest, you'll get 3 back. So if you use 3 now, it doesn't matter. You'll get 3 back tomorrow.
And temporary hit points go away.
Over time, yes.
How much time?
Within the hour, all temporary hit points will go back.
What's with the no stacking thing?
It's just the rule.
So what the heck is? I have with heroism,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you 4 every turn.
Yes. So your intention would be somebody who would lose them every turn.
Oh,
No
and
matter
they're getting
what,
hit,
they're
they
just gonna
get
keep
4
it back.
again, they
Yeah.
get hit. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Are you using 3 or more?
Yeah, I used 3 as well.
I use 3.
3.
It doesn't
Hey.
really make a difference if I use 1.
And I'm back to full health.
Amazing.
If you use
Look
one-
at that.
Dang, what a
Or
waste.
2.
I'm gonna know.
Yeah,
It's the
fine,
same.
be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna use 2.
Okay.
I used 3 total and I'm back to full health.
Great.
Yeah, same.
I
Okay.
use 3 as well.
Okay. Okay. By that time, the cart, you feel it start to move again.
I guess I'll receive.
For those of you that were outside of the cart, are any of you going into the cart at this point, or are you all staying outside to continue to?
I'm on
I'm just-
top of it.
I'm staying outside
Okay.
so I can, but I think I'm gonna be
I'm gonna get back
a
to my
little bit
spot
more
on the back.
on like
So-
the wooded line
Okay.
of the path.
Yeah.
Staying alert
Sure.
of all dangers.
For arcane recovery,
Yes.
once per day with short rest, I can choose expended spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 3. So that means I could do a level 1 and a level 2
Or a 3.
or a 3.
Yeah. Or 3 level 1s.
What is this? It has like a check, like a box per long rest.
So you can only use that recovery once a day. So let's say you did like 3 short rests in a day.
You can only do this once.
You can only do this one
Alright,
once.
I'm gonna get my level 3 back.
Okay.
Do we know how long until we make camp?
Yes. This has been like 3-hour journey from morning, so you probably have 6 hours ish, depending on how long you want to push it.
Okay.
More.
How long do I keep the 8 hit points I got?
The temporary,
Yeah.
they go away.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah. All right. Short rest complete. Any other questions, abilities, refreshes?
Time will matter for me because I have mage armor for 8 hours.
Yeah, you're good.
So just let me know when the next combat is.
AC?
Just tell me when we're rolling initiative, please. And I'll just...
That's like a normal.
I know, I'm up to normal AC.
Okay. Who's in the cart?
I'm gonna say I'm on top.
Okay.
I'm on the back again.
Okay. So Misery and Gwendolyn inside the cart. Does Rooftop Party have any type of conversation over the next several hours? We've got Thule, Pilgrim, and Thelen, or is Thelen walking?
That one is.
I thought you were also on the top.
That one's gonna shift into a crow for 3 hours.
Okay.
And just
Say you're an introvert. Let's
fly.
say you're an introvert.
I don't want to be a person anymore.
Alright. Roll a perception check with
I'm
advantage.
sad now.
That's perception of 20.
Yeah. You can do it twice and take that.
13. My advantage is for perception.
You should use the stats of a crow for this. So I'll let you know.
17.
No, you have to
You have to
use
use
the
the stats of the
crow's
crow.
stat.
That's hilarious.
So what did you roll on the dice?
A 13.
That one becomes a moron and flies away.
You actually get a 16 total for this. So,
Okay.
and as you're doing gyrations, I think it's the right word for it.
Gyrating.
That doesn't seem right. What the heck is wrong with that
What's this sexy crow doing?
Why is that crow twerking?
A rapid movement in a circle or spiral. Yeah, it's flying rapid circles.
But it's a small circle, I feel like.
Yeah, gyration is like
I think
That's your sick and twisted interpretation.
in like a trance.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
revolutions,
There you go.
orbits.
This is your fault, not mine. So as you are flying in slow circles up in the air,
While gyrating your hips.
no other crow is possibly aroused
Your
by the
crow
movements that you were making.
No, their crows are like, look at that fancy crow.
And you're keeping spot on. You don't see any unearthed sections or anything that replicates that's the rat that you all had just taken in. Yeah. Does the other rooftop partiers?
Oh man.
And then 4 more come out of it.
I do a little. You're on the top of the carriage now.
Uh-huh.
I kind of put my hands on the top and I peek up from the stairs.
Julie rolls over into her stomach and is like kicking her legs behind her.
How you doing? That was quite a fight.
Julie says,
From what I saw up here.
that was crazy. But that moment when you like popped right behind him and stabbed him, that was really cool. That was awesome.
Only possible because you drenched that fool in acid.
Well, it's like I loosened the can, but you opened it.
I stabbed the can.
How are you doing?
It was scary.
Yeah.
I am doubtful about our trip to Dust Forge. If the journey there wipes out a third of our party, I'm curious to see what happens when we arrive.
I know. I'm nervous. Hopefully this is the worst of it. I'm sure that it will be.
Surely.
And I just kind of boom, boom, and then kind of turn around and sit on the stairs again. And I'm just watching out again.
Julie rolls back over and she has like a wheat stalk. Not paying any attention.
Wheat.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wheat stuff.
She's sitting up because she died once.
Not
and
weed.
wasn't about not paying attention.
Wheat.
But she's still chewing on a
The way you did this made it seem like
I just watched Stellan seduce crows from the sky.
Zoom into Treya talking to Misery and Gwendolyn inside. We will be staying with a matriarch of the city. Someone who is of old renown and well-established structure within the government and power of Dust Forge. Lilith Westcove.
Lilith.
We have been sort of quill pals over time, never met in person.
Very funny.
Well,
Thank you. I love my job. Though,
I already forgot her name.
Pendlebottom.
Last name. I challenge one person in this room to tell me her last name.
West Cove.
Alright, Cassandra wins.
Westerboro.
I challenge one single person.
That's what that is.
Quill pals.
Quite Salisbury. One of a handful of powerful names and lineages of the city. Of those remaining, so she's ghosted. And so I prepare for that, and I will handle the dealings and introductions. I'm sure there will be a place within her estate for you all to rest and remain. My guards will stay with me. But once we do arrive into town, I would ask that you escort me and at least stay with me the first night that we are there. And if you have other business to take care of, as that seems to be the path you all have mentioned, maybe we could schedule some type of frequent check-in to make sure that everything is going peachy.
Can Tuli hear that she's talking?
Yeah, you can hear voices.
Tuli's gonna try and you just see Tuli's hair start to she's gonna try and hang down by the wooden slat window. And she's gonna say, "Sure, are there any orphanages in Dust Forge?"
The actual interworkings of the city as a whole, I am completely in the dark. I have simply talked with Lilith, and this will be my first time in the city.
She's just cool, I'll go back up.
Yeah, no, that's a good point though, because I know you said you wanted to visit an orphanage to learn something.
Tuli comes back up. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I think that would be a very good use of our time. Would you join me there?
I'm pretty sure we probably have more important, businessy things to take care of. But
So oblivious.
And what would be more important then?
protect.
Protect
I guess, yeah, if you're going,
Would you then, I ask, as part of your job, escort me and protect me on my way over to the orphanage of Dustwood?
Of course.
So the
since it is my
consensus.
job and I'm
Sure.
paid. Yeah.
Great.
Misery would be.
I would add that to our itinerary. I'll let you know. These are going.
You punishment now involved with this trip.
Freaking totally.
Cool, almost died, but
Well, it's about that time, and enough time for the travel has passed where it is time to stop and make camp and find a place to rest for the evening. So,
6 more worms.
6 more worms. Oh my gosh, there's another fight.
Yeah.
The guards pull the cart off to an alcove and start to walk around and check and search for a place that would be good to pull the cart off of the road and find a safe place to make camp and rest for the night. Any other ways that you all would participate or be in some form of planning and preparation for the night out in the wilderness?
I'm going to kind of see if I can scout out a place to have a watch for the night, and then say I think that it's a good idea for us to kind of keep an eye out, given that this is a more treacherous journey than any of us expected. I'm happy to take the first leg of a watch. Me and Strokoth will hang out here. If anyone wants to join us, you're more than welcome to, but I would appreciate if someone wants to take over when I don't sleep long, but I will need to sleep at some point.
I will happily take the second shift.
I'll take third.
Make a survival check for helping to sort out and find a good place. What are other people doing in the preparation stage of this?
I feel like Thelen would try to make some sort of alert type system, not like cans on a rope,
Sure.
but like that, but in the natural sense, whether with vines or like some sort of thorn barrier. I don't know,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, go ahead and just D20 plus wisdom.
10.
Okay.
And I have a lot of help that you have a crow harem from all your gyrating.
It's called a murder.
Hey.
Any other preparations or thoughts that y'all can provide to support?
Tui would be stacking logs and kindling at say 4 different points in the forest, so that if we get attacked, she can quickly light up and cast light on what's attacking us.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
That was roll a 7.
Okay.
Misery's gonna climb a tree.
Okay.
Actually, no, and then look around from up top on the tree.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Goofy.
Maybe boy, 18 plus something.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm glad that's more than just for fun.
Yeah.
It's been a shame.
He had a blast.
Misery's never had more fun in his entire life in that tree.
In the last 30-ish minutes of clear daylight that's left in this day, you see the rest of your party working, getting wood, going around, getting all the preparations they need to roll out bedrolls, set up protection from wind and rain, fireplaces set up, getting the cart off to a safe side. A lot of heavy work, a lot of sweat behind the tree. You're up at the top. You're looking down. You can see them all scurrying around like little ants, just doing a bunch of little worky things and carrying things around. And you're staring off towards the sun and getting off into this kind of horizontal distance as you get up into this tree and scanning it around. You can see a dozen tree houses, little wooden structures and things set off. It would probably be 800 feet away, 1,000 feet away, maybe 5-10 minutes walk. But also the sun is setting and you just kind of catch it at the glimpse when night starts to fall.
Do I know if those are like goblins or what? Who makes tree houses?
Make a history check. Let's just We'll do, history's fine.
plus 0, 5.
5.
Could be goblins. Could be squirrels. Could be a bunch of children. Really smart.
Baby goblins.
You've never heard anyone say anything important related to the tree.
You're not a listener.
You never listen to anything.
You never heard
You, in
one
fact, didn't go to high school.
Okay.
But eventually, it's completely dark. The embers from the fire starts to float up towards you. The warmth of the fire starts to sound really good because even at this point, where it's been one full day's journey, it has taken a stark difference in temperature. And as you all finally stop the busy work of getting camp set up and you start to rest and kind of sit down, the fire sounds great, and you're realizing that the chill of the air, once the sun sets, hits hard. And it just pivots from 40, 50 degrees, which felt comfortable in your kind of heavier gear and the fighting gear that you're wearing. But once you start to get comfortable for the rest for the night and you peel off some of those layers, and the sun sets, it starts to get down to single digits, maybe 10, 15 degrees for a bit, but then drops down once the sun sets. And you start to shiver and a bunch of you start to move in towards the fire. Maybe an hour or two of sitting around the fire, getting ready for bed. People who want to lay out in the bedrolls. If anyone would immediately retire to bed from being exhausted, who would that be?
Me.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah.
I guess I would just rest until it's time to take a walk.
Sure. Okay. So people start to nod off. Anyone staying up with Lorelei? Or is she taking first watch on her own? Maybe one of the guards or two would stay up with you. Yeah. Okay, so for that sake, we can kind of clear this up and get a good picture of what's going on here.
I mean, it's just going to be a nice little calm night.
It's just going to be a nice little campsite set up.
I call this route. Wow.
So,
That's fun.
different people retire off. We've got Lorelith staying up. We've got a little Strokoth staying down next to her. We'll put Gwendolyn asleep over here. Misery, where do you want to be? You want to be like between this tree and a rock?
I just fall from the tree.
Thellon's at home between these two trees.
Between a rock and a tree place.
Some loud sleeping going on. Pilgrim, where do you want to be here?
I want to be with Jack.
Oh, we've got one of the guards staying up. Boop.
Pilgrim goes and snuggles the other guard.
Treya stays inside the cart back here. The horses are tied off to a tree.
I need her.
One of the guards staying. All right. Within the first couple hours, if you would make a perception check for me.
Make it bad so we don't know what's going to happen.
Make it bad so we don't.
Jeffrey?
Can I use Jeffrey?
Yeah, I mean, it's setting up, bro.
Wait. Vote. Raise your hand if you'd like to split it. Okay, go
Well, what did you roll?
Let's roll a 2.
ahead.
Let's see what it does.
Jeffrey needs to roll it. Just tilt him.
7.
So you get plus 5 plus your perception.
My perception is 6 plus 7.
Whoa.
18.
18.
Nice.
That's okay.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
You are
That's a heavy die.
thinking about the day and processing
Gets
it,
weighted.
thinking through. You know you're kind of close to home too. Just your very natural sense of direction and where you're at, and you're reflecting and thinking back.
Oh no.
Okay, and you've always got a fine-tuned sense of what is around you, and if anything were to break a twig, step on a leaf, anything like that. So it comes to your surprise, mainly because of your own perception and awareness, that there's somebody else sitting at the fire that you just never heard come by. And so you can see this figure. What the heck? Who is sitting at a log, like on the stump right here, right next to a sleeping Thellon. And as you're just peering over the fire, you just double take on it and you just look over, and there's this figure just sitting forward with 2 hands.
elbows on his knees, staring forward. You are in a land you don't belong. Stumbling into a place that we've already claimed. Let's talk business. Let's see why you're here. We'll get on the episode there.
What is that?